Cosmopolitan did a piece that was titled "The Useless Movie Boyfriend Era is Upon Us." So it's the realization that this year we've had so many films come out with a male character that is kind of just there and is essentially useless. So there's kind of two iterations of this, right?
Yep.
There's the character that really doesn't provide anything for the storyline at all. So he's like, the whole point of his purpose is quite useless. Like,
Yeah.
he's just there.
He's just like a prop man. He may
He's
as well be a cardboard cutout.
Exactly. And then there's this male trope where he is kind of valuable to the storyline and the whole overarching theme of the movie, but his character in its full essence is just a useless boyfriend.
Yeah.
So some of the examples this article listed is Devil Wears Prada 2, Obsession, and The Drama. So I also wanted to add one to this, which they didn't really mention because I think it came out before the movie came out. But have you watched The Invite?
Yes.
Edward Norton's character?
Yeah.
I feel like
Yes.
he would be labeled as a useless boyfriend.
Yeah.
So the article asks the question, has the useless movie boyfriend replaced the wet blanket wife?
Wet blanket. Okay, useless movie boyfriend
Mm-hmm.
already sounds sexier than wet blanket wife.
Yeah.
I don't like that phrase.
Wet blanket is a bad
It
is a
is.
bad
And like, why
term.
can't it be wet blanket boyfriend?
Oh, it should be wet blanket boyfriend.
Don't you think?
Yeah. But I also feel like with the wet blanket wife, whenever I think of the wet blanket wife trope,
Who do you think of with that? Like, who's a good example? Because I'm trying to think of some.
I think of like action movies that have a leading man and then you just like meet their girlfriend or meet their wife or it's like, I have to get back to the like wife and kids. And you like him even more because he's a family man and he has some other purpose rather than like killing the villain.
Right.
So it's like I don't really see them as like a person or a character, but they're just there
Yeah.
in the
They're just
storyline.
almost like a concept.
So I do
really.
find the wet blanket wife, even though I hate that term and it's a trope that I don't think should exist, I feel like they do provide nuance to the male character. Whereas the useless movie boyfriend, I feel like is absolutely not needed. And this article argues whether it's good that we have the useless boyfriend because it is replacing the wet blanket wife. But I also think we just don't need him at all.
You don't think we need the useless boyfriend at all?
And I mean, like with the examples I gave, like I love Patrick Brammall. We all do here at Mamamia.
Love.
We're obsessed with him. His character was not needed in Devil Wears Prada 2.
I agree. And I have a couple of things to say about that.
Okay.
Firstly, like we know that scenes were cut. We saw scenes that were filmed in
I
those pop
know.
shots that were great. And we had him on No Filter at the time when the movie came out. And Kate did pointedly say to him, like, where was the sex,
Yeah.
Patrick? Like, why was there no romance? Like you didn't even get to have that side of the relationship. And he said all those scenes were cut. So they
Yeah.
did film it. And then I guess for time or whatever, gone. So yeah, what we were left with was like absolutely such a useless boyfriend. But I also felt like the movie was totally unnecessary. So sure. Sure.
It's like they were trying to fit so
Andy's-
many like little good things about
Yeah.
Andy's character into one, and they should have just leaned really into the career
Yeah.
or leaned really into the lifestyle, and they tried to like chop and do both of them. Like
Yeah.
they Frankenstein
Exactly.
They also gave the example of like a lot of romance films that have come out this year, like You, Me and Tuscany and The People We Meet on Vacations. And this is a trope that has always existed, but I feel like has come more into the light this year because we've had a lot of leading female movies this year. And it's the idea where to find like your love in these romantic comedies is that the woman always has to already have an existing boyfriend that is kind of a wet blanket.
Yeah, right.
So it's kind of like, why can't she just be single? Like, why does she always need to realize that she's in such a bad relationship to find a better relationship?
Yeah, that's
And I was
interesting.
thinking about that, and it's because we still aren't in a place where we can have single female characters without that being the main topic of conversation.
Mm-hmm.
We're told it always leaves audiences unsatisfied when that isn't explained, like why that woman is single. Whereas in the other direction, we have a Brad Pitt or a Matt Damon or a George Clooney, and we don't care whether they're in a relationship or not. Like their characters can just exist for the purpose of the storyline. We don't need to know their backstory.
Yes.
So I feel like the useless movie boyfriend is there because we need an explanation for why these women are either single or in a relationship.
What about like in the situation where, like with Patrick Brammall, like she was single
Yeah.
And then he comes in and he is just the useless movie boyfriend.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, he's kind of the Ken, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's just Ken.
He's just Ken.
And that's what we got from Barbie was the idea of like, these guys are kind of useless. The girls don't need them.
Yeah.
And I did think, okay, when I read this article on Cosmo, I was like, is this a new thing? Because I thought, well, I'm going to look back and see some of my favorite movies from the past.
Yes.
And favorite rom-coms from back in the day.
Did you find some more useless boyfriends?
Well, I kind of was like, you know who was really useless? William Thacker in Notting Hill.
He was really useless.
Right?
Yes.
Wasn't he so useless? Lovely.
Yeah. Oh.
But just like,
but like you didn't need, like
he didn't do anything.
Yeah, we don't need it.
He ran that travel bookshop that sold no books. He lived with his no-hoper flatmate who was hilarious. And then he got to date the world's biggest movie star and have her fall in love with him. And it was just because he was nice, right?
Yeah.
And she'd had a dickhead boyfriend before that with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, Hugh Grant was kind of useless in 4 Weddings and a Funeral too.
Hugh Grant is not coming across well.
Because all he ever did was just like be late to weddings and then I was like, wait, is Hugh Grant the OG useless boyfriend?
Hugh Grant is the OG. Oh my God, Bridget Jones' Diaries?
Yeah, he was a bit of a villain in that.
Yeah, but
so like they
useless.
that and like I guess a little bit 2 weeks notice they kind of gave him a little bit more spark. But you're right, he was useless in both of them too.
Maybe he was the one who found it first.
Yeah,
and now we've all found out his secret.
Oh my God.
And he's like, leave me alone. I love playing the useless boyfriend. He was
the original. Even in Love Actually, he's prime minister.
Oh my God, he is so useless.
And he's pretty damn useless.
Yeah, I mean, great dance moves.
Great dance moves. And he does make that one great speech when he stands up to Billy Bob Thornton, who's the US president. But for the rest of the movie, he's pretty damn useless.
Oh no, Hugh. Oh my God.
So
I love that you uncovered
Grant
this.
Might be the original prototype of the useless boyfriend.
I love that. I'm so sorry, Hugh Grant. But this trope, I'm like, yes, they can be funny to just have there in the background, but I feel like they shouldn't be used as a reason to like make the perfect leading woman because she doesn't need a useless boyfriend.
I also don't want to see that in my rom-coms or in any kind of film anyway.
Devil Wears Prada could have been the first one that did it. Like she could have just stayed single and everyone would have been like, we don't need her. No one's going to be like, but is she happy because she doesn't have a boyfriend? Yeah. No one's going to be like that.
I feel like for me as well, like seeing a useless boyfriend, I'm like, I've lived that.
Yes.
Day in, day out.
We all know firsthand experience of what a useless boyfriend is.
When I watch a rom-com or I go to the cinema and I want to escape, I don't want to see another useless boyfriend.
I don't want to be seeing my exes on a screen. We don't need to be doing that.
I want to dream. I want to escape. I want to believe there's something better.
Yes. Give us a single woman or give us a useful boyfriend.
Yeah, give us a capable boyfriend.
Yeah. Someone who can do taxes, maybe.
Oh, the dream. I haven't done mine for 2 years.
Exactly. That's all we want.
Please.
We're simple creatures.
We really are.